And this is my poem, Decomposing Daydreams. The sounds of the living still pound in my ear. I hear their echoed whispers. I hear their echoed laughter, the laughter that pierces the very fabric of my being. And through it all, I hear your voice, not echoed or eroded by the sands of time. As clear as the first day I heard, I love you. As I sit in my grave, a prison of my own fate, all I am left with is a lonely sensation of you. Left with the words that healed my torn flesh that has been scorned and scarred by life itself. The words that freed me of the binds of my own machination, the binds that shackle me to this damned oak. And as my skin decomposes into that cursed dirt, the bugs make me their home. Then the realization hits me. Then your words start to ring out to me, and as I open my eyes, they do not find the broken, mildly damp wood of my prison cell or the mountain of scorched earth upon me, but you. My eyes see you. As I stretch my arms out to you, my broken bones creak, snap, and crackle together like the sounds of a man that has been dead longer than the earth has lived. Then the realization hits me. I feel something. Something I haven't felt since I went to that prison. I feel you in my arms again. For the first time in a lifetime, I feel alive. As my flesh reanimates from earth, our eyes meet for but a second that lasts longer than I've been dead, yet I am not dead, not yet. I may be broken and disjointed, my bones may be brittle, my skin rotted, but I am not dead, not as long as I have you.
It starts with love
and ends with death.
Love is someone I can admire from a distance but never get close to.
I spent years chasing her, staying at a distance in fear.
I looked forward to meeting her my entire life.
Death is someone people should be afraid of, and I was.
I would catch glimpses of love in the hallways and hear her voice in the lunchroom when my conversations died out. She was all around me, but never with me.
Her letter pinned into my wall next to a vase she painted, reading a promise to protect me.
Her eyes were a shade of
green, matching the forest she found me in and pulled me out of.
Her eyes were a shade of brown, matching the chocolate chip cookies I would bake as an excuse to go over to her house.
But how can I be so scared of the person who whispered so softly in my ear?
Love was exactly what I expected her to be. Until it was love. When it was really love and not just a glimpse, she sat way too close to me and her hands were really cold and she would spoil the movie we were watching because she was mad at me.
Her touch gave me frostbite, stealing my warmth. I gave it up so easily as I love the cold.
I felt more like I was facing off with Lady Death than I did with love.
It's a never-ending cycle of loving something while hating another. Love burnt me in the summer as if she was scalding concrete under bare feet. She left me to die in temperatures so painful.
Instead of a sunny path with flowers lining it, love felt more like an empty street in the dead of winter. Cold and eerie and empty.
Instead of an incinerator, death is a blizzard in New York. A white blanket over the city before the tourists wake up to make it a slushy mess. Death is destruction.
Gone was what I treasured from my best friend.
She is my best friend.
The same movements underscored with a sense of uncomfortability I couldn't get out of my head.
Death stabilizes me. Her hands are soft, but not enough to distract me from her belt buckle, making an impression on my thigh.
Love put her feet on my lap and I pushed them off. Love would show up at my house and throw rocks at my window.
Like in High School Musical where Zac Efron shows up wearing the outfit.
And I would tell her to stop.
For fear of the glass, of course.
Love knocked on my door. I locked her out.
She is the most pivotal figure in my life.
But I must let her go.
I pull her closer to my chest and watch everyone else slip away.
I see her in the halls sometimes.
I see her in my future now.
Love has returned to an ideal rather than an experience, and somehow
I miss her again. I used to secretly search for her red hair peeking from across the hall, and now she waits for me and walks me to class.
she sits as far away from me as she can get. I can't blame her, really. I miss what we were before.
Stolen glances in a classroom.
Waving in the halls.
But nothing more. It started with love.
And ended with death.
We all have an unturned leaf. I've seen it before, staging the shade of a sycamore. I viewed fields of flowers flowing in a fretless breeze, like falcons flocking to featherless trees. A single blue cornflower petal petaled its peril right to my pupil. In its gaze, I found my past days, trapped in a haze like a rat in a maze. Caught, the cruel cornflower cried crossly, "In my face you see you, and thus you are me." In a rush, my past passed like compactors crush, showing a persona forced upon me that society touched. I look back at the field and my gaze finds not one, not three, but a number of cornflowers far past infinity. They called out, addressing me, stagnant and seductive in their unwavering monotony. In my face, you see you, and thus you are me. In a moment of panic, I realize I am exactly who I was made to be, it revealed. A blue flower in a cornflower field. All drank the same rain, the same sun, the same pain, the same fun. This is the truth, unwavering. But wait, a pink glow rang out through the plain. The source, a pink flower, the only one to remain. I chewed the close cornflower and seized my sure truth that had sat in the shade for centuries. If here is the clear frontier in which all life was wrought, if similar sun rays seeped in the same flowers where they were caught, if the same rain rained from rush races from clouds that were brought, and a single anomaly still stood taut, then I will run. Through fields of feared flowers, through lakes of lurking liars, through deserts of deserted desires, to prove I'm not the template scribed upon by willful wishes of a god who writes to ring the world of wishes we designed, wit and weird seared to a crime, seeing trailblazers as treason, killing without reason the possibilities we could have planted in this planet's molten crust uneven. I am more than the same rain from the sky, and greater than the same pain society applied. I will break from these thorny chains and drink the poison it placed in my veins. I will run until my legs are overrun and fight until my fight is done. This is my destiny. The pink flower declared defiantly. In my face, you see you, and thus you are me.
I hate you. You're so selfish, taking streams from my eyes and sheep from my night skies. No longer will I carry your grief just because it really needs a piggyback ride, because I need sleep. I need peace. I'm returning my empathy for apathy because it's half the cost. Dear poem I did not want to write, would you stop sneaking out of bed at night, slipping through the crack in my eyelid till I'm wide awake to the cries of your joy? Look, the Christmas tree is covered with light bulbs. How about Santa keeps all inspiration at the North Pole till I want it, because I do not want to write you. What are you even doing with my needle-prodded, gym towel-blotted, gutter-drained blood, sweat, and tears anyway? Sending them to the lab and diagnosing me insomniac, depressed. I regret to inform you I can't afford the water bill, all the things so much deeper than me, drowning yours truly in the bathtub. Sincerely, no longer yours, Kate. Dear Kate, you don't hate me. You hate me like a parent hates a crying baby, which is to say not at all. They just long for quiet. I'm realizing how much labor it has taken you to bring me into a cruel world with Heartbeat 2. Thank you for my heartbeat. Thank you for the doodle tattoos on my margins, marred skin, the dotted punctuation on my face. I always wanted freckles. I always wanted you to see me underneath the light bulb lit Christmas tree and exclaim, I got inspiration from the North Pole. And you would never complain about me pulling you out of bed like a little kid impatient to open its gifts. The folds of your smile, the warmth of your pride, instead of coal and stockings. I'm sorry about the blood, sweat, and tears. I really am. I did send them to a lab. It's official. I broke your heart. I drowned it in the bathtub with my death, sliced blood vessels with paper cuts. It's just, you already have immunity to lead poisoning and empathy. Oh, the ads scream, ignorance is bliss, but the return of empathy is never free, and I give you apathy, but it's all sold out. There's nothing more popular right now. So please keep your empathy and your pen. You're as good with it as I am, with a needle and thread, so don't worry. I know grief's a little too old to be getting piggyback rides, but it aged way too fast. It still needs to be carried, and so do I. So do I. Would you still be truly mine truthfully? Because I love you. I love you. Like the paper loves the tree, like the baby loves the womb, like the butterfly loves the cocoon, like anything that's been carried loves the thing that gave it home, like I love you. Yours forever, the whole alphabet through, the poem you did not want to write, but still will because you love me too.